Hi, my name is Iona. I'm a director at Bowman Gilfillan. What I'm going to be talking about is one of the very significant provisions of the Consumer Protection Act. As a supplier of goods and services, one of the things that you're going to have to do is to think about who you're supplying to. In other words, are your direct consumers or customers likely to be regarded as consumers under the Consumer Protection Act? If not, in other words, if you supply big businesses or juristic persons who with massive amounts of turnover and asset value, then you get to relax a little bit, but not completely, because there are provisions which you may still have to think about and which will significantly impact on your business. And one of those is Section 56. And what this provides for is an implied warranty of quality. And this is only relevant in the context of goods. So if you are a manufacturer, distributor, or retailer of goods, from this point on, in other words, from the 1st of April 2011, you warrant, is an implied warranty that applies to the goods that you supply, that the goods comply with certain standards and requirements. Now, one of the things that we need to do when we look at this specific provision is to refer to another provision, which is 55, and that sets out the kind of rights that the consumer has, the kind of goods that the consumer can expect to receive. And it's basic things that we're very much aware of, that the goods must be of good quality, that the goods must be fit for purpose, that the goods must comply with any applicable standards that apply to those goods. So that's a right that the consumer has. So in circumstances where goods are supplied and they do not comply with those standards or requirements, a consumer has certain rights. A consumer can return the goods within 6 months to the supplier of the goods, and the supplier would be the entity from whom the consumer bought the goods. So bear in mind that the warranty applies to everyone in the supply chain, but the consumer is likely to return the goods to the actual supplier from whom they bought the product. So within 6 months they can return the goods if they do not comply with the requirements and standards, and demand that the goods be replaced, be repaired, or that they be refunded for the purchase price. This is very significant for you as a supplier of goods, because you're exposed to a number of returns, some of which are valid and some of which are not. In instances where, as a supplier, you choose to repair the goods, there's a further 3 months within which the consumer can come back and say, sorry, you haven't fixed the problem. And there you're required to replace the goods or refund. In other words, your right or ability to repair the goods is taken away. So there is quite a lot that Section 56 provides for, including certain defenses that are available to you as a producer or a distributor of those goods. So if you would like to contact us for further information or advice on how you can regulate your relationships with your direct customers, please do contact one of the CPA task team members for further information.